Hey coaches, I know we're about the midway point of the season, so we just want to make a video for you guys. Kind of show you some things that we're seeing throughout the season, how we're going to call it, why we're going to call it the way we are, so we're all a better understanding, and we can hopefully have an easier rest of the season. I know we're in the heat of the region race, playoff races are heating up, so just wanted to clarify some things that we're seeing, why we're calling it, how we're calling it, so you guys can, we can all be on the same page. First one is one of the big rule changes we had this year, the blindside block. We're trying to get our officials into the saying legal blindside block or illegal blindside block, because not all blindside blocks are illegal, as we're going to see. So for an illegal blindside block, what we told officials at the beginning of the camp and what we've kind of moved forward with is that there are three criteria for an illegal blindside block. The defender can't see it coming, the hit cannot be initiated with open hands, and the hit must be forceful. And when we're looking at forceful hits, we're looking at one of four indicators: a shoulder dip, thrust, drive, or a launch. Those indicators are similar to targeting. We kind of look for the same thing when we're looking for targeting. So we applied that kind of philosophy into the forceful hit of an illegal blindside block. And it's important to note, when we're drilling this into the head of all our officials, you got to have all three criteria in order to deem it an illegal blindside block. If you just have one criteria or two criteria, then you don't have an illegal blindside block. You see, most of them are pretty straightforward. The third one, that's where the judgment aspect of our job comes in. We have set some criteria down for the force. Especially we like to see one of those four indicators. So we're going to look at some here. This first one was from early in the season. I think this was a scrimmage game. And as you see there, the player in the white jersey, his attention is on the runner. And we have a player in the blue jersey coming toward him. And you see he delivers the blindside hit. So we're going to look at this from a criteria standpoint. We have the defender does not see it coming. And then I don't see any open hands. And it looks like we have a shoulder dip there. So we flagged that one. I think we got it right. Here's another one that's similar. You can see the focus is on the ball. And you have a guy in the darker jersey coming toward him. And he delivers the hit. Slow it down so we see this hit better. His focus is still on the ball. He's looking his way, but his focus is still on the ball. And then he's going to lean in with the shoulder and deliver the hit. It's a tough one to see. That one will be from our area. And it's a good example, too, of how you can have a blindside block from the front. We're still looking at the attention of the ball, and we really want the defender to have a chance to defend himself if he needed to. We don't think he did there. This is going to be one that we see a lot. We see these a lot on scrimmage kicks, free kicks, and anytime there's a change of possession. And we got one right there. Again, this is change of possession. See it again as he comes to the screen. As you can see, the defender's focus is on the ball carrier. He's not looking that way. And we're going to come in and we're going to see it with his shoulder. Again, we're not saying he can't deliver this hit. We would like to see hands out there in the open. It looks like he's got maybe a forearm out there, but we really got to see open hands. That's what the rules calls for, and that's what we got to see. This one on scrimmage kick, like I mentioned, scrimmage kicks are places where we see one a lot. So coming to your screen here on the right. And that one seems like we got a launch, which is a very good indicator. So he doesn't see it coming, and he actually launches upward and delivers the hit. I think we did flag this one. I think it came in from the headlinesman. But there you see a clear launch. The defender doesn't see it. So that's one we got to pick up. Pick it up as a foul, not wave it off. Let's see another one right here. Again, the same thing. He doesn't see it coming. And just one of those little shoulder chucks. You're going to dip it in and just knock him off his feet. Again, just as simple. Come in there, push him with open hands, and he'll get the job done. This one we're going to see he's going to come back toward the line of scrimmage right here. Or back toward the ball, I should say. And just deliver the hit. This one, it seems like it's more in the torso area. But it's still a forceful hit. It doesn't see it coming. There's no open hands. And again, it's a hit that we could probably get rid of if we had just open hand hit, gets the same job done, and still meet the criteria of the rules. There you go, same one right there around the ball. As you can see, he's coming right here. See where the defender's focus is. And there's going to be a shoulder dip right there. That's one we missed. So let's look at some legal ones. This one's going to happen, I think it happens in the end zone. It's one you can see a little bit better on the end zone view. It's going to happen right here. This one we're going to see some open hands, which is good. And you slow it down, you can see he's getting those hands out there. Now I like this one because it shows that you can get the hands out there and still have a very impactful hit. All the rule calls for leading with the hands. Now you see they're out there. He's going to initiate the contact with the hands. He does drive his shoulder and chest into it. But the hands are out there, and that's all we're looking for. We can just see some hands out there, and the hit is initiated with hands, then we shouldn't flag that. That should be deemed a legal blindside block, and we'll let it go. Another scrimmage kick. And right there. Again, this one's going to be easier to see on the end zone view. See it right there. I think he still gets those hands out there. I mean, it is a forceful hit, but you can see the hands are out there. And that's where he really initiates the contact. He does follow through and drive his chest through it, but the hands are out there. That's where the force was initiated. So I think we can deem that one legal and take a pass on it. This clip we're going to see two. We're going to see one legal and one illegal. They're both going to happen in this general area. Alright, they almost happen simultaneous. One of these is legal and one's illegal. So let's look at this one first. That one I got is legal. It looks like he gets his hands out there. Right. So those hands are out there, right there, and that's where the contact is initiated. But if you look at this one, at the 50, that one he just drives his shoulder straight into the player and knocks them backward. So you can see the difference. The one to 45, the hands are out there. That's where the contact is initiated. And you see the one to 49.50. He's going to initiate with the chest and just drive it in. So you have one legal, one illegal. This is an interesting one. There's 4 or 5 blindside blocks in this one play alone. See one right there, just coming into focus. There's another one right there. One there. And then there. So let's look at them each individually. That one's a little harder to see because we're just coming in the frame. If I had to guess, I would say he got the hands out there. Looks like you can see him a little bit right there. It looks like he's got hands out there. And then just kind of shoves them with the hands. So that one I'd be okay with. That one right there, no open hands, doesn't see it coming. You know, the question there is a forceful hit? I would say yes. It looks a little less forceful because he runs to his own player. And then you got one right there. Right there. That one looks like he's niching the contact with the hands. See, he gets his hands out there. The hands are out there. Yeah, he leans in and drives through with the rest of them. It's a good open hand shove. That one, like, it's hard to see. That one just came into view right there. You see hand extension. So I would think he got the hands out there, but you can't see the whole block. And that's the important thing for us as officials. We got to see the whole play. And then you're going to get this one, no open hands at all. Close to a block in the back. And that one we got. Then this one is about as iffy as we could get. And still, I mean, this one's a toss-up. I would vote legal. I don't think it meets the criteria of force. But it's a close one. And one thing we look for is this. And we call it the brick in the hand. Everyone's going this way, and we got a guy going full speed, pretty much against the grain. He's going to deliver a hit right there. Now we see this better on some of these replays right there. The question here, you can see it good at this angle, doesn't look as forceful. Some states have taken on the mantra, if they don't go to the ground, there's not a forceful hit. We have not officially adopted that, but it is a good, I don't like to deal in absolutes, but it is something to go by. Here, you can see the defender, he starts to kind of defend himself right there. So the question there is, did the defender see it coming? Looks like he's starting to defend himself. I think, you know, most of the force is in the torso area. Doesn't look that forceful. The official saw this, he passed on it. And it's one of those, I can't really definitively say he missed it. I can't definitively say he got it right. That was close.